Hi everyone, I'm Robin Zimmerman and this is Talk of the Town. TJ Jett has joined us. He is the new Chief Environmental Officer for the town of Hilton Head. He's come home to roost from Charleston. His dad is Monty Jett, who, of course, lives here, has his morning show, so it's just great to have you with us.
Oh, thank you for having me.
So this is a new position for the town. Before we talk about that, a little bit about your background.
Sure thing. I have a degree in marine science from the University of South Carolina. I've had a lot of experiences over the years with that education, being a naturalist, environmental educator, captain, kayak guide, dive instructor, all kinds of things, right. But all related to the environment.
Right. And so why do you think the town felt that it was important to have a chief environmental officer at this time?
Well, there was a lot of issues that arise with the environment that the town wanted to tackle, and they needed somebody dedicated to those efforts. Right. So they identified a new position, and I was lucky enough to actually fill that role. And
so you've been in the role for 3 months.
Yes.
So let's talk about kind of what your responsibilities will be. What's the job description, if you will?
Sure. Well, the job description is environmental sustainability. So
okay.
That's the main focus. So the town manager and town council have identified strategies in our short-term and long-term planning through our strategic action plan and our comprehensive plan.
Right.
So my role is to carry out those initiatives.
So do you have any kind of priorities? Let's talk about kind of some of your first projects that you're going to be working on.
Sure, I've got a few going on right now. We're developing an integrated pest management policy for our town-owned properties. So that would be our parks and our pathways, and the intent behind that policy is to reduce our need for pesticides in those areas.
Ah, that's interesting. So we use pesticides now for
oh yes,
everything.
Well, your pest control includes herbicides, insecticides.
Okay.
So
right.
General lawn care, might be one role, but we want to control certain pests that would either damage property or be harmful to people or to our pets. So we do have chemical controls that are in place through our contractors. But we also use best management practices as well to try and reduce those needs, and that's what we're really trying to focus in on.
TJ, what about another project coming up?
We're looking at the island's resiliency.
Okay.
So we've partnered with a company that has a strong background in environmental planning, especially as it relates to climate change and sea level rise. So they're conducting a strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats analysis of our current resources so we can better plan for our future. So
what, in your background, what as you bring all of your wealth of experience to this role, why do you think you're a good fit for this position, TJ?
Well, it's a unique position.
Yeah.
It requires knowledge base in a variety of different areas, just as we're talking about with pesticides and with, environmental planning. So my experience being so far spread, I think I have a lot to bring to it. So just working in different government agencies, working in the private sector, I've had a lot of good things that I think I can bring to this role.
So kind of as a final question, what is your vision for the future, for the environment of Hilton Head Island? What are the kind of those challenges that you're going to face and what our environment faces here? So we've talked about some specific projects, but in general, what do you think? You brought up the word sustainability as well. So
right. What
is your vision or hope for our environment in the future?
Well, that's a great question and a tricky one at that. It is... We have a lot going for us, essentially. Yes. We have a lot of trees here, a lot of strong tree ordinance protection, and you can see that our live oaks and our
right, beautiful.
Just beautiful. It's
right.
What attracted all of us here to
right.
begin with, right, and what keeps us here. So what I see down our road is the further protection of our environment here, keeping the things here that brought us all here to begin with.
So does it feel good to be back home?
It does. It does.
With your dad and your family.
Very excited to see the little one. So it's very great to be here.
Yeah. Well, it's good to have you.
Thank you.
TJ Jett, who is the new Chief Environmental Officer with the town of Hilton Head. Thank you.